Thanks. That's just popcorn. Ulrich just picked up.
Good stuff.
I was like, wow, do you know you have a fat friend or what? Bring this to the car. I couldn't resist it. What?
That was
I'm not a fan.
I mean,
I'm not a fan.
I like them too. I got them from. Part of me wanted them too.
What am I doing over here? There we go.
Numbers. Weird way it goes with your coat. In a weird way, it clashes with matches.
You're talking about the new headliner.
No, I'm home popcorn bag. But yes, that too. That it's just a colorful. It's a colorful episode.
Very colorful.
Yeah,
This is pretty good.
it's not too shabby.
Can't believe you came to the car with the fattest thing you could find.
I mean, yeah, chocolate glazed popcorn.
It's chocolate glazed donut popcorn.
Yeah. This is premium black snacking news.
I mean, damn, this is good. I mean, super good. Incredibly good.
I got tasting snacks for what? You gonna be able to control yourself?
So he brings snacks down for his fat black friend.
And it's right there for me. This is where I'm at.
This stuff you never really get to see.
They're like an equivalent to a candy version of a chicken gizzard.
Candy version of a chicken gizzard.
Yeah.
You're a fat man in your, on the low. You are a fat man on the low.
No, I just like one texture. I'm just saying that texture just works for me. Like food-wise. Like it's something I can work through a little bit. Right?
It's rewarding.
Yeah. It's like the same way when you chew on a bone.
And you bite onto the marrow.
Yeah. That's it. Crunch. Boom. Now you're satiated.
Gizzards of candy. Get yours. Use our affiliate page to get now.
Except gizzards are far more affordable. Yeah.
Gizzards are very affordable.
Yeah. But Elvis, how you feeling?
No, I'm happy. Got the headliner done today. I'm feeling good about the headliner.
So that's what that red is. That's ratings, not just your jacket. Because it would kind of look like it's like pumping, going towards the wall. Because I got a little burgundy on, so.
I'm gonna have one more of these gizzard, the gizzards of candy.
You got the wrong one.
The gizzards of candy.
This is like a little palate cleanser.
Oh look, they come smaller. That big one I had was a cluster of sorts.
Yeah, I mean they're nerds. Remember Nerds candy?
One of my favorite candies.
Yeah. And now they put not an overwhelming amount of gelatin, just a little binding.
Ulrich is covering his mouth because he doesn't like people watching chew. We established that here at the Premium Black News. So he's not suffering from some sort of like epileptic seizure. We just are not into people watching him chew.
I mean, well today actually I had to proctor detention or supervised detention, and I had just gotten food right before, and it was chicken gizzard. It was chicken gizzard. You
got chicken gizzards before I came to get you?
No, this was like at 12. This was
like lunch.
Yeah. And
where did you find chicken gizzards at?
There's literally a Chinese store right up there.
Oh, you got the chicken gizzard Chinese style. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I just found them there. Anyway, I was eating them right in front of the kids, just watching them while they were all quiet, snacking on them. Snacking.
And you didn't care?
I didn't care.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, dude.
Hey, I've always been I've always been a, rebel rouser.
Okay.
You see, we want to fuel up so we can give you the best content possible.
Right. He shows up with a bunch of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I am suffering from this. You know, I've never been addicted to any drugs, alcohol, sex. It's that damn sugar. And the milk. Like a pint
milk?
of ice. Yeah, the pint of ice cream, you know, that's heavy cream. So it's not milk. I don't drink milk. Well, I did used to do a lot of cereal.
Yeah.
But I haven't done cereal in 10 years. Or not
Okay.
10 years, at least 7 years. When I read the plans that the cereal company had since the 1960s,
What are the plans?
their plans were to get me, the man that I am, hooked. It has nothing to do with children and vitamins and vitamins, depending on what part of the pond you're in. It had to do with more proof that, you know, capitalism has no moral base, and their objective is to hook us from little children, 4 years old, 3 years old, all the way to our death.
And so they'll have a
they were going to have us
customer
for life.
forever. Yeah.
They were going to have a customer for life because there's so many adult males eating cereal, and the cereal are target to little boys, and boys eat the cereal and they eat it throughout their lives. And once I read that, I stopped eating cereal.
Yeah. It probably, I mean, you can think it probably gives you a amount of comfort if you had it when you were a kid.
Yeah, it's true. You sit back and you think about, you know, good times over the corn pops, you know, or over the, you know.
Pick the nastiest cereal you could think of.
Well, I never was into corn pops, but I had a family member. He was into corn. Well, Daniel B. That was his thing.
Hey, he
corn
would
pops.
like corn pops.
He was into corn
No
pops.
shade, no shade, Daniel.
Well, I was into the Captain Crunch, and the Captain Crunch with the berries.
So you would have no skin on your gums. The Captain Crunch, it was so rough. The thing.
Right, it's true.
Yeah.
And then I also like the Fruity Pebbles.
No, those are good.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles.
They get
were
soggy
good.
quick.
I try to get my kids to eat the Fruity Pebbles. They hate it. They're like, no. Unless it's chocolate, they'll do anything chocolate.
So like, there's that Cocoa Pebbles, isn't there?
It's Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, exactly. Which I never was into the Cocoa Pebbles, but.
No, I don't like them too much.
What else we got going on? How you doing?
Pretty solid. I'm okay.
How's your love life? What's going on?
How's my what? How's my what life? My
love
what?
life. Your
My
love life.
love life? How's my love life? Why ask about my love
You're
life?
32 years old. You're out there. You're in the streets. You're in the bar. I just met up with you on Sunday. You was at the bar. You had on your tight sweater.
I did not have a tight sweater.
You had a very tight sweater on.
Please, I don't wear no
with
tight
some
sweaters.
khaki pants.
That don't even sound like
and
me.
some like, you know.
Don't sound like me.
It sounds a lot
We just
like
watched
you.
a football game, and that's it. You know, just watch a football game. That's it. That's all that happens.
Well, if I remember correctly, your text said that it's raining bitches in here.
I don't talk like that.
Oh, no.
I don't speak with that vernacular.
I just remember that part.
Well, listen, but I'll tell you this. There's nothing going on for me and women. I was seeing a woman briefly, and that's no longer the case.
So you were seeing someone like a month ago, right?
Okay.
Well, for a month.
Yeah,
2
but
weeks ago.
That's not. Yeah.
This is
Okay.
good stuff. People want to know.
Yeah. That's not.
We can't be talking about.
Conversation.
You and I talk about relationships on this show tons of times. So it's good to open up about relationships.
Yeah. Well, there's no relationship to happen. This would be insulting to call something like this a relationship.
It was like a getting to know.
Yeah. So that means to give it this is not to belittle any time spent together. This is just to simply say that, you know, to speak about this, that, you know, to speak about the ending of this would be like speaking of an ending of some kind of romance or breakup or something that had some kind of, you know, emotional weight attached to it. But you know, this was the timing was right. This is frivolities. Huh?
The timing was right.
What does that mean?
That means that you had time, she had time, and you made it work.
Yeah.
But now, that, you know, now it's on to the next.
Yeah. You know, yeah. Yeah.
No hard feelings.
No hard
No
feelings
emotional.
whatsoever. But
Did she ever cook for you?
yeah.
You broke bread together. That's pretty. You know, that's pretty. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I used to date this chick, right? And she lived in another country.
Okay.
I don't think they call it. She lived in one of the islands.
Yeah.
So, whenever she would come down, she would cook for me, and she used to always be like, nobody cooking for you. I'll cook for you. And I see that was like she thought it was so like such a big deal. Oh my God, I cooked for you. So you know we're deeper. Our relationships are deeper. And then I remember telling her, "Don't you cook for everyone?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, the last guy you was with, you cooked for him too. And the one before that, you cooked for him too, right? Right. Okay." And so I guess cooking ain't as bossed up as you think it is. You know, because this is a woman who serial relationship person. You know, she's always in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, every time if I didn't see her for years, only because she was in a relationship.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that relationship is over, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in New York, you know, between this day and this day." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then, you know, it was always like, and I had this little tiny. I used to live in a kitchenette in Harlem, in the brownstone. This little tiny kitchen. Oh, nobody could work this like me. And I was like, oh boy. You know,
wait,
so
is that cleaning? Is that cleaning or cooking?
Cooking.
Okay, gotcha.
My house was always clean. I never had to worry about anyone cleaning.
Well, I thought you were.
My house was immaculate. I always kept it clean. Everything folded. No dishes in the sink.
I thought your dad said this was like scrubbing.
No, I'm just saying that she was so proud of herself. So that's what I'm saying. It's no big deal. This chick cooked for you. Like, so what? She probably cooked for the last boyfriend or the last friend or get to know each other. See, that's why it's like when you meet somebody, you the day you meet them, you know, you're intimate with them, it usually ain't gonna last for 30 days.
I mean, yeah, but I did realize, but I don't know, because with some of my ex-girlfriends, they started the first time the day we met was the day we you know, hooked up, or you know, right. But then, you know, one of them lasted a year, two of them lasted, like one of them lasted 6 months, 3 months, and well, with my longest relationship, that we didn't hook up the first time we met, but within the first 2 times we met,
right,
we hooked up. So it's not like, I don't know.
I just don't think there's a future in that kind of like. In other words, never take you can. Who can take that? I couldn't even take a woman serious if she let me smash in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Or if she's like, you know, we having fun in between 2 cars.
Yeah.
You know? These are my kids.
Yeah. But I think I think women that, so I do agree, I think women, if they withhold sex, then if they take their body seriously, then they probably take love and relationships seriously. Or they take their, I guess, if they take certain steps where it would take a while for them to open up their self to you, I think it might be likely that they might stay with you longer, because I think when you have some kind of restraint, I think that shows your ability to maintain a certain kind of commitment.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
It seems like you're talking about these women in a feministic kind of way, and you're propping them up to some degree. Why isn't it you?
Wait, you're talking about the women. Wait, the women. I'm talking about the women who are abstaining from sex. I'm saying the
talking about women abstaining from sex. How about you abstain from smashing her?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I see. I didn't want to say the word; it'd be derogatory. Well, why would I do that? Come on. I don't want to play those little games, man.
Why is that a game? It's called dick control, D control. Big dick energy got massive control.
It's
And
not
you
that,
claim to be one of those
it's
kind
I
of
can
people.
I can control my anyway it's not that I can't control myself around a woman. It's that I don't do that as an ends to a means. I don't use my sexuality as an ends to a means.
What do you mean?
In other words, I don't use my restraint of sexuality, or am I saying I'm gonna withhold sex? Woman, you're gonna get the D when I say you get the D. That's some weird little game to play. I don't do that nonsense.
Well, I mean, if she's on her knees begging and there's tears rolling down her eyes for it, then no, you give it to her.
What is the man?
If
First
you
of all,
want.
I don't
I'm
want a
talking
woman
about.
like that conducts herself in that manner.
I understand that, but I'd say that in jest. But my real point is that, excuse me, I forgot I can't drink these damn energy drinks because they're gonna make me burp all day. Forgive me, people.
The audience
burping.
will forgive you.
So, my thing is this: if you see somebody that's even worthy of a relationship, that's the one you should be having a lot more D control. And of course, thoughts. You know, these chicks that think they all that and they so cute and they got 100,000 followers. Yeah, give them massive D control. Don't be like, nah, I'm good. But I'm talking about like you meet a woman at a bar. That right there means, I guess you should have it in your mind that this is what I want. I need to relieve myself, like quench myself. You know, you need to be quenched at some point. You know, you're 33 or 32 now.
33.
33-year-old man, black man, almost 6 feet tall, 5'11". You know what I mean? You're the prize. You know, you're the bald-headed, brown-skinned prize that women are looking for. You know, you're educated, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
And then you know what's good about you too is that people kind of think they know how much money you make. So if a woman is like into you and she knows you're a teacher, then you know it's no big deal. Whereas you have these other chicks that are like, nah, I need somebody who's making, you know, 250,000 a year. So they're looking for like the watch to be a certain way, or the shoes to be a certain way. So, you know, that's kind of, you have a lot to offer right there.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that when you can offer the D control, and as tight as some of your pants be, you probably can show.
First of all, I don't wear MF and tight pants.
All right. As straight leg as your pants are, right?
Tight pants, my butt.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like.
Try to get the wrong idea.
No. Ulrich, he likes to show. Like the other day on Sunday, the tightest sweater.
Yo,
he was
it was
all
like,
swole.
yo, there was no.
It was like your arms were all swollen.
I had no sweater.
Your chest was all like, you were like, yeah.
I even remember wearing a sweater that day.
Yeah, you had on a sweater, and it was V-neck. You know, no, I don't know. If it
I don't
was
wear
V-neck.
those kinds of sweaters.
So, you know, he was definitely feeling himself like, yo, what's up, man? So we hung out for a few. But let me just say this. There's so much power in the D control when it comes to being with a woman and getting to know them. Whereas you're just getting to know a woman and sex is within the first 48 hours. Within the first 48 hours, you're knocking them all down. And then 30 days later, you're ready for the next, you're ready to see the next person. All I'm saying is, I know that you have a vision of marriage and children. I just, you know, I'm your friend, you know, with co-hosts and all that.
Gotcha.
D-control is so much, it's a valuable tool. And I'm not saying you still got to have somebody on the bench. You have somebody you can call.
Yeah, I don't got that patience for all that nonsense. I remember, what's his name? An old friend of ours used to talk about having a bench. You got to have your bench, or something like that.
You have to. The bench is important.
I don't have the
At your age.
I don't like talking to. I don't want to have conversations with multiple different women. I don't have the patience for that nonsense. I want to meet you. I want to see you. I want to hang with you. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to have it. I don't.
Did you just say I want to leave you?
That sounded cold. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean that.
All right.
I don't mean leave you. You know, I want to. You know,
well, you notice that seems to be a
that
reality.
just seems to happen.
That seems to happen.
I don't want to do that.
You, of course not. But you have to recognize that you are.
Hey, I'm the one.
Do
who
you
gets
recognize that you? Of course they leave you. They're feminists.
Mm-hmm.
They've never been left by a man. They never had a man say, you know what? I'm out of here. Your attitude sucks. Something about you, I don't even know what it is, and I'm not going to stick around to figure it out. You're not even going there. All I'm saying to you is, when you have a bench, the bench has to know that they are on the bench and that you're looking for a wife. Y'all let the bench know, listen, I'm looking for a wife. I don't know if this is going to work for that, but I just want to let you know that I am dating. That's all you got to tell them, is that you're dating. If you tell them, I was saying that 30 years ago, that worked then. It still will work now. You're dating. I'm out here dating.
Yeah.
And if you're out there dating, that means that there's a bench.
Yeah.
And women, they act a little different. They act a little better. And then when you have that deacon, sorry, I'm not allowing you to speak.
That's fine.
No.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is that the decontrol definitely lets you find the right one. And she's out there for you. I just don't think she's at a bar.
I mean, yeah, no. I'm sure. It's not that I don't go out to a bar looking for relationships necessarily. I go out for a bar looking for, companionship. Not I mean, that sounds companionship. For short-term companionship,
Right.
Short-term intimacy.
Because you're longing for the intimacy.
Yeah, long for intimacy.
So you're going out there, but do you recognize that you are the prize? Do you see that? Do you see that in yourself? Do you witness that in your mind, your true self? Do you say that almost every woman in this place has sized me up and figure out whether or not they are going to fuck me depending on how I approach them?
I mean, I'm confident going to the bars, but with that particular mindset that you're speaking of, no, I don't come with that sense.
Well, let me
I'm just scared. I don't care about the outcome. That's a mindset.
The bar that we were at the other night, and I've been to that bar many times. I know how it gets down in this place here. You were the star.
No. I mean, yeah, yeah.
You cannot go to that spot in that neighborhood and not be. Every woman in there has said to themselves and sized you up, looked you up from head to toe, and said, "Would I?" And that all depends on how you approach that. All I'm saying is just that if you got that chick and she's there, I just want you to recognize the reality of that ownership of 5'11", 205 pounds. You're not fat. You got a six-pack, right? You got a fucking six-pack. All right, 8-pack. You want to brag? All right, you want to brag? You want to brag? You want to brag? I only said 6 because I want to see if you're going to say I got 8-pack.
I have no pack.
So you got an 8-pack.
I have no pack.
Okay, do your push-ups every day so you stay swole. You at work, in between things at work, you're busting down 50, 100 push-ups a day. Just on the regular at work.
That sounds like
you're the coolest teacher in the whole school. Everybody knows you. Everybody comes to your classroom. Yo, Rick, let me tell you about what happened.
I get very uncomfortable when you build me up like this.
All right. So listen. All I'm saying is, you have to have that same exact. You need that reality of where you're at in the world, and understand that there are very few who will meet you, not size you up. It just depends on the approach. And a regular, in other words, you don't have to be at a bar, drunk or drinking or partying, and next thing you know, you end up with some chick at the that's not a shocker to me. You're supposed to end up with a chick every time you go into a bar. You're the prize. Now the thing is finding the right one, and that's what I'm saying. You can do that easily, anywhere, everywhere. Walking on the street, on the train station, anywhere.
Thank you for giving me advice on women.
I can give advice because I had the same one for 21 years. Met her when she was 19. Come on.
Gotcha.
And I'm working on a sister wife. Come on, we need help here. My wife needs a new friend. That's a fact. She needs a friend. She needs somebody she can talk to. Yeah, my wife needs a friend, boy. Whew. So bad. And I would like her to have a friend that's not 300 pounds. Come on.
Then what happens? They get tired of each other. Then they're gonna long for your affection.
That's fine.
They're gonna be, then they're just gonna be petty towards each other.
No. I'm not worried about that. There are problems. Everything's not rosy and hunky dory. Still
You
got to be a lot of
overestimate
work.
women.
But what?
You overestimate women.
I underestimate.
Overestimate.
I overestimate them. Okay. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Thank you for tuning in. This is Premium Black News. Ulrich and I just catching up. Ulrich got a little uncomfortable. You see that, right? You peep that. It's
Not
okay.
uncomfortable.
It's all right. No big deal. You see his body language.
My
No,
body
you see?
language is my body
We want
language is
you
fine.
out there to know that we are just like you. We're freaking people. But the difference is that we got together, put a camera, press record, and now, boom. Now all you got to do is press the like button and share this on your Facebook. Share this on your Instagram. Share this on your X. Whatever you want to do. You can do it. There's a little clip thing right there in the bottom of the screen with a little scissor. You can press that scissor and it will clip between 5 seconds and 60 seconds. Then you take that clip, you put a title. They always want a title. And what you'll put is like Big Elvis the Chef is out of his mind. Look what he just said. And then you send that to your friends on Facebook. Hey, it's real simple. I mean, it's like YouTube ain't gonna let you win if the people that are watching ain't letting you win. You feel me? So
I didn't even know that was possible.
yeah, it's right underneath this, right here in the bottom of this screen here. There'll be one that says remix, another one that will say clip, another one. The first one maybe is share. So you got a thumbs up, a share button, a remix button, a clip button, a download button. It's a lot going on here, man. Come on, utilize it. You're just staring off into the abyss. But I love you, and that's a fact. So if you don't do it, we'll be all right. No big deal.
Yeah, we'll persevere.
All right, so today we're going to talk about what's trending right now in these streets. Let's go to, what did I send you? What was the guy who I sent you first? We watched the interview about
the one that you asked me to please listen to.
Right.
Wait, let me get his full name.
And let's get the show that was on it. Let's show them some love.
All right, so this is an interview with Demond Wilson.
Demond Wilson, who played Lamont, which was from Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son, yeah.
Yeah, Sanford and Son. He was Lamont, the son of Red Fox on the show.
Yeah, and the channel is Comedy Hype.
Comedy Hype. How many subscribers do they have?
898,000.
898,000 subscribers.
Whoa.
This, how many videos does it have?
2,500 videos.
Wow, that's a lot of videos. 2,000 videos. So this person has been putting it down for a long time, because even if a person did one video a day or 2 videos a day, we're talking years to get to the 2,000 mark. So this person has been putting it down. Well, this young man, via some sort of StreamYard or some sort of Zoom video, he interviews the Sanford and Son cast guy. What's his name? Demont what?
Demont Williams. Wait. Hold on. I'm back up. Excuse me, Demond Wilson.
Demond Wilson.
Completely. I'm something else. That's a nice Stetson hat you got there.
It's a Stetson. Come on. So, Demont Wilson, like the
Wilson basketballer, Wilson Phillips.
Yeah, Wilson basketball. Yeah. Isn't Wilson also in golf? They make golf balls too, Wilson, I think, right?
I'd imagine.
Right. Why stop at one? Why stop at one ball when we can cover all the balls? Pause. So, that was purposely done. You guys do know that.
We're not accidentally sus over here.
No. It was all about timing. So, Demond Wilson did this interview, which was, I thought, a great interview on Demond's part. But what we talked about earlier was how Demond Wilson was constantly doing what?
What do you mean?
Demond Wilson was doing what to the interviewer?
Oh, complete. I guess. I mean, there's many adjectives you can use. But
What did
he
we
was,
use? What did we say?
I don't remember what we said particularly, but I can say he was abusing, disrespecting, putting him in his place.
And we also said chin checking.
Chin check. Oh,
Chin checking him.
Yeah.
Demond Wilson was chin checking this damn interviewer. This person who's been putting it down for years, who has a studio, beautiful mics, I'm sure. And Demond Wilson was like, "Yo, man, you didn't do no research on me?
Yeah. Well,
What's going on? You know nothing about who you talking to? Like, let me school you, young blood," or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what happened in the I guess Demond Wilson was the interviewer was asking him kind of questions about his past, and he didn't know, and he knew a lot about little things concerning him and Red Fox and his relationship with Red Fox, but he didn't even know that the person interviewing had been with the ministry, been in a Christian ministry for about 35 years or 32 years or however long. So he'd ask some kind of questions without knowing a significant part of his history.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy was preaching and he was like, "Where you was at? What did you do?" And he's like, wait. You didn't know that I gave myself to the Lord and had a calling? And after Vegas, I went and preached for 35 years.
Yeah.
And all over the world. Like, did you do any research? He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about it." But we did say also that we were super impressed with how well he handled himself.
Yeah.
The interviewer of this show, when he was getting he was getting chin checked by Demond Wilson, he handled it like a pro. I thought I was really impressed. He didn't get an attitude, and his voice never raised. He was truly concise in his questions, which weren't that great of questions. The interview was only 50 minutes. Could have been a longer interview. He could have let the man just let him talk. You know, we have to give Shay some credit for that.
But actually, there was a lot of parts that seemed to be cut out. There seemed to be a lot of cuts.
A lot of editing.
Yeah, a lot of edits. Like, it seemed sometimes they would just jump to a whole nother, like, line of questioning. It wouldn't even be...
See, I didn't even see it. I just listened to it. So I wasn't able to see the jumps.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard not to hear either, too. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so you see that it was a lot. And I did notice that one picture, you could see his whole head, and then by the next question, it was like he was closer. So I was like, man, what's going on with his camera?
Yeah, there's probably a lot that was said that probably really could have been said. But he said he said a lot of controversial things in general.
Right, it's so much controversy. He talked about the parties in Hollywood. He was like, "Do you know what Hollywood means? This is it's a Holly's wood."
No, a Hollywood they cast spells with.
Yeah, the Hollywood tree.
Yeah,
it's like an oak tree. There's a Hollywood tree, and that Hollywood tree is what's used by witches for their brooms. And he said, and he was like, "You don't know this? Come on, like, what's going on here? What we doing?" And he was so cool, comical. I have to really respect that interviewer. He did pretty good for being kind of berated a little bit at some parts.
Yeah.
And which I thought was kind of well deserved. He's 77 years old. This Mr.
Yeah, you
Wilson.
just got to take it from him. You got to take it.
77-year-old man who was on Sanford and Son. And can I also tell you what I liked about the interview?
Yeah.
This young man, the interviewer, kept asking why he didn't help Red Fox when Red Fox ran out of money and suffered from being poor, and don't you feel bad about being like not? And he was like, no.
Also, yeah, I'm not. Also, not even they ignored it. He's not his wife, his parent, his son. He was his co-star in a show for a few years.
And it's like they wanted him. Why you didn't come to Red Fox's defense? He said, "I try to help Red Fox out." He cursed out the executives when I brought him to a meeting. This guy, he said, "What you think you seen on TV ain't what you seeing." He said, "That's why I didn't even want to do TV, because people think you are the character and you get typecast. I wanted to do other things." Yeah. So he was saying how studios were throwing money at him just to try to get Red Fox to do another series. And he said he was just, I washed my hands of the man. Oh, what about the fact that Red Fox left on at the end of the 6th season and didn't even tell anyone? Everyone found out from reading the GQ magazine. And they were like, he was just like, what do I do with a person like that?
Yeah, and that's tough, and that depends on their whole livelihood. Imagine like you just lost your job because somebody just decided, that's it, you because this is acting.
Yeah.
That's it, you just don't get paid anymore. That's
right,
it. So if he walks out, that compromises your whole life. Maybe you were, trying to get a house or something.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description later on, but it's a great interview to watch, especially if you want to know whatever happened with that Sanford and Son guy, the son of Sanford and Son. And I just finished watching, I told you, some of him tap dancing, some of the stuff that he's done working on Broadway, working in Vegas. He was doing Vegas shows, getting $100,000 every month, and he was tap dancing, singing, dancing. It was like he was having a good time, doing that. What's that shtick kind of humor where the girl goes like, so what are you gonna do today, Daddy? And he's like, I'm gonna go dance. It's like one of those corny kind of like tourists. Everybody's 75 years old. They want to see somebody tap dancing, like that Sammy Davis Jr. style.
Swing.
Well,
ain't got a thing.
But it wasn't doing that swing dancing or anything. But it was just that feel, that 1940s feel.
Maybe it was just like a sketch or a skit.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Like that.
So, and I thought he did fine. I questioned whether that was really his. I saw him tap dancing, but the sound didn't connect properly to, But it could have been because it's done live, and live has a different timing from when the sound leaves your foot.
It's hard to do anything
stage,
choreographed.
so
especially at that age.
I don't know. I'm not a professional.
I
don't
still
know.
think he's strong for that.
Right. So, what do you think about the interview? Anything stood out to you?
What definitely stood out is that the way that the guy was the interviewee was talking to the interviewer like it was their like son or nephew or something like that. Because I don't know if this is a generational thing, but the guy is not the interviewer is supposed to garner information. This guy, you're supposed to learn about the person.
Right.
But this guy I think he had kind of agenda, and I don't know, an agenda based on his opinions, and that's what he prefaced his questions on.
Right. When he was asking, why didn't you help? Why didn't you help Red Fox?
And he asked the question, do you feel disrespected? What kind of question is that?
Who said, do you feel disrespected?
That was one of his questions. Do you feel disrespected?
By who?
In general, like he implied that no one knows him anymore. That's what he's implying.
Right.
That no one knows us. Do you feel respect? No, not disrespect. Do you feel respected in this? That you've been respected in this industry?
Oh, that's when he made the reference. Yeah, when a little child comes over to me and recognizes me, I feel great. And when I'm he said I go to the mailbox
and I get all these checks.
That check still comes in. I feel great. So.
But yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was I wouldn't say great interview, but it was great to see this man being interviewed. And he talked a lot about this esoteric Hollywood. He talked a lot about the question was brought up, the black man in a dress, is that something that you had to overcome. He said they wouldn't talk to me like that. Oh, he said that while shooting Sanford and Son, he had a Derringer gun on him, and so did Red Fox have a gun on him, because they didn't trust the 400 people in the audience. The 400 people in the live studio audience, he said, consists of 4 rows, 100 on every row, and he didn't trust the people there. There wasn't enough security, and he didn't know, and he just felt like, if you coming after me, I'm going to, it kind of made me feel that it was this feeling that black men were always thinking of like Malcolm X and these kind of people being killed, and maybe their time will somehow come.
Who knows if they were ever threatened? Who knows if they ever got into one situation, and then that ever since that time they're bringing a gun. Like something has to bring you there. That you're bringing a gun on the set of work. Can't they get you in trouble? like, I don't know, they had to feel comfortable enough to do it.
Right.
I don't know. There had to be a lot to go into that, man. And those opportunities don't come around a lot. The fact that you would bring I don't know.
And
I don't know
then
how it works.
he made the correlation where, what's the guy's name? Dave Chappelle. When the guy
got
ran
attacked.
up on the stage on him, he said if that would have been the reverse side, if that would have been him, he would have shot the guy.
I mean, that would have been understandable.
How crazy would it? Well, here's another thing though. Shooting a person is not the simplest thing in the world, because first of all, when a person is running towards you, you're now in a defensive mode.
You got to gather
and now
yourself.
you have this thing that's called tunnel vision, and this tunnel vision will have you believe that you are picking up your gun, aiming it, and shooting at a target, when the reality of it is that you're going to miss the target and shoot the old lady in the third row.
Yeah,
you know, so it'd be kind of crazy to think you're going to fire at someone coming at you, charging at you with such confidence that you are now doing you're doing your show, the Sanford and Son, and you're strapped. And he said Red Fox was strapped. They were both strapped. That's how much they did not trust the audience, or at least that's how much they worried about their lives at that time.
I mean, maybe something happened that he didn't communicate. Maybe
it would have been great for the interviewer to have maybe dug a little deeper.
That's a good
what led
like
up to
that's
that?
insane, kind of that. Did you do that since your first day on the set,
Right?
Or was that something you just picked up?
Yeah, is it because of
and
this?
Yes, okay. Have you always brought a gun in your career at your former jobs when you worked at this one? But you could. There's how
in
these
Vegas that you wear a gun then, you know, like wow, like man. So it lacked the interviewer, despite the guy's doing well. Congratulations to this man. I will look at other things he's done. I have not. I will though, and I will support him. Maybe send a donation too. But I would like to have seen or heard more. 50 minutes is not enough time.
Yeah,
that's not enough time. Not in our podcast world. I mean, look how long we stretched out this man's last month. Not relationship. Quenchified moments. Yeah. Oh, we should have a segment. Did Ulrich get quenched this week? Yay! Ulrich.
First of all, there's no positivity in this for me. For one, if I'm getting late every week, it's going to foster some kind of resentment with the males in the audience. Secondly, if I'm not getting laid, it's gonna cause some embarrassment, me to come off as embarrassed and somewhat pathetic. All right, it is no good. And I don't want to do that. Segment. And I won't do that.
You guys in the comment section, let us know if we should be having a countdown on Ulrich's conquests.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
And then we could maybe even come up with some sort of chart. How many days until Ulrich moves on?
And then it's
not you moving on. They want to move on.
Watch, the first week I'm gonna get into a freaking relationship, and then you're gonna be like, and then it's gonna be complete. I'm gonna be completely ho hum about any of my escapades.
Somebody get at me at BigElvisTheChef@gmail.com and let's talk about it. Let's come up with something. I think Ulrich. I think we're onto something here.
Yeah,
and if somebody wants to quarterback that, let me know.
You know what that means.
Yeah, the quarterback, organizing the graph and charts. What is that when you do the football game and they have all the lines and then they have all the names of the people there and everybody bets who's gonna. What's those charts called? I guess it's like a fantasy football kind of a thing.
Wait, I don't even know what it's a bracket? A bracket?
I can't remember. There's a name for that. When you go into a bar and they have little boxes where you can put your name. There's a fight, round 7, and I don't know. But anyway.
A pool?
It doesn't matter. We're moving on.
Fantasy pool. All right, fine.
Now we're gonna move on to another thing that I thought was kind of cool. This is trending topics today we're doing. And these trending topics, there's this young woman I saw live the other day, and I clipped it. That's what I suggested you do by clipping this. So we're going to show the clip, and that's what you're going to show that clip.
Okay.
It's a clip from the Kendra G show. Kendra G is getting it popping. She's doing big things. I'm proud of her. and Kendra G had this woman on, and this woman was really she was a good person to watch, but most of the time I'm like, oh my god, I know what they're gonna say already. I want 6 feet, dark skin, making 100,000, and then 3 baby daddies, never made more than 25.
Is it this last one? Yeah, it's a
No, I sent it to you today, but
I'm not going to cater to anybody. Like I said, I didn't want to be myself. I want to go with.
oh, that wasn't it.
How much money? I'm not gonna say
Yeah, the one that was just talking.
how much
This is the
money-
one.
No,
I'm not gonna say I require, but like
Let's go to the
what
beginning
other
of it,
men
then.
have that dated
This is the
invested
beginning.
into
All right.
how much money? I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say I
let's-
require, but like what other men have that dated and invested into me? And it's somewhere around $500. It's not even a lot of money. Somewhere around $500 a month. Have that disposable enough income to give to me to do with whatever I want to do with. Maybe I'm doing something. I'm cooking you dinner. Some of that money will be invested back into you in our relationship and things that I'm doing. But just have that kind of number in your minds for disposable income with your income every month.
Okay, so we're not talking about you ladies. I love the creativity because, okay, so we're not going to say the income amount, but, you know, one lady told me earlier this year, over the weekend, shout out to, she was in Miami. She also didn't give an income, but she said $60,000 for fun. So your breakdown of that is $500 a month extra that can go.
How much money? I'm not gonna say I require, but like what?
Okay.
So we have a young lady here who wants to find some little backstory about her. She's 33 years old, an entrepreneur, and she also sells. She's a hustler. She's always trying to figure out a new way to make a buck, and she's also hasn't been in a relationship since 22. She comes across a little bit like she's had her whole phase.
Okay.
And now she wants to take it a little more. She's wearing natural hair, which I enjoyed, and I thought she was an attractive woman. She had a nice little body size that matched her. She looked younger than she is. And when asked whether or not a man needs to do anything for her or what's a deal breaker, she says that she's looking for a man that will have $500 a month kind of in his mind, and they will then embark on a serious relationship, a relationship towards even marriage. And she's looking for a guy who can understand that she wants to be given this like almost allowance
Yeah.
every month, $500, and that it will go back into meals cooked for him and time spent together. Like, let's say there's a movie and they're going, she can always go, I got it. It's still your money that she's using,
Yeah.
but she wants to be able to have some sort of leverage. Let me leave the tip,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of thing. And she needs to be able to, you understand that she's not a 9-to-5er. She's kind of like a go-getter, and she's trying to get things popping at 34, not been in a relationship since 22.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 10, 11. So we're talking about some serious relationship fatigue. But we're talking about a woman who's also been sexually active. She says something like it's been 10 months since she's had anyone, and maybe even that was including the relationship as well. What say you about a woman who has that number in their head about what they want from their man, or there's some sort of expectations of this?
She's a maniac. Like all these women you put that have these videos that happen to go viral. It's kind of just it's nonsensical for a woman. Now, in a relationship, granted, if you know you're somewhat kind, you're gonna maybe take your woman on maybe like 4 dates a month or something like that.
4 dates a month?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't imagine taking a woman out 4 dates in a month. That's every weekend. She's like, no, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't do anything. Who does that?
No,
You
it's
can't do
different when
that.
you're married. It's different when you're married.
No, even before I
No,
was
no.
married,
When I
didn't
say
do that.
4 dates a month, you're gonna hang out with her outside of the house 4 times a month.
Minimum.
4 times, not minimum, but you're gonna hang. You're gonna go with her somewhere
Oh,
outside of the
right,
house
right,
4
right.
times a
Outside the
month.
house 4 times a month.
I'm not saying necessarily dinner because I wasn't going to taking my girl to dinner weekly. I barely
Right.
took her to dinner, but yeah, I know I took her to dinner all the time. But
Well, you
Yeah.
also were 25 to 20. You were 25 to 31, 32. So you were 30 what? 36. I mean, you were 26 to 31. So you're a little younger. So you're out a lot more at that age.
yeah, but I'm
Whereas
just saying
now
you
you're
were-
33. Maybe you might not be out that much. But that's. I
Yeah,
don't want
but
to. I don't want to jump on that as.
No, but I was saying that in terms of I'm saying that there's a certain. It's not that you're not spending money when you're seeing somebody after a while, but even in a relationship, I'm not. I mean, if I'm really taking her out to dinner, maybe it's really 2 times a month. If it's really taking her out to dinner, but I happen to go out to maybe if we go out to the bars, and we did go out to the bars a lot together. And,
Right.
you got your girl there, you got to buy her a drink. It's weird not to.
Right.
So, if anything would pile up and anything, it'd be just that. But you're just drinking and your girl happens to be there.
How
Yeah.
about handing her cash?
No, that just
Have
never,
you
never,
ever-
ever in my life. Never,
You've
ever.
never
I would
had-
never,
your
ever do
ex
that.
that you
I
were
would
engaged
never
to,
do
you
that.
never
I would
gave her
never,
cash.
I would never give her cash in her. I would never do that. That's
Mm.
absurd. I do that with my daughter, maybe.
Every time you see it, here you go, Putin.
No, I didn't. No, I give my daughter here. Gets it. Yeah.
Put this in your pocket, girl.
No, not every day. Yeah, ration this out through the week. Here's a 20. This is every day for a week.
But
Let's say
how are
save.
you gonna get to the daughter if you can't get to the wife? Because you can't even imagine making sure she got something in her pockets.
I don't give a
that
fuck if
you
she has something in her pocket.
budgeted.
I've been dating working women.
No.
I've been
I
dating
know.
working women.
This is not. No, this is working women, dude. I'm talking about a woman who makes money.
Yeah.
She has to pay a rent. If you put $500 in her pocket, that's not going to help pay. That's not for
I'm
rent.
not doing that. That's not an option. In fact, I'm offended at the prospect.
You're going to just find the prospect who you don't have to do that with.
I never had to do that before the case. I'm not saying my relationships haven't all been successful, but they've lasted pretty long without me having to do that.
Ooh, let's not go there.
What the hell's that, man?
That means that if you on a 30-day hiatus with these chick lately. 30 days here, 30 days there, 30 days
Yeah,
here,
but-
30 days there, and then they're like, doing that modern woman shit.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with relationships? Those weren't over. First of all, a lot of these didn't have the same overtures of relationships that I used to have. Like before, when I would seek out now when I say I'm seeking out companionship, it's barely even it's that. Maybe it's somebody to lay in the bed with after I have make love to. I barely even even chatting is debatable all this time. That's what I mean
Right.
by companionship. Relationships are different. I haven't thought about relationships in forever. I'm not
Right.
talking about that. If I'm
Can-
sad
can I-
something
can
ends,
I-
I'm sad that's small companionship. But relationship's a whole different monster.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have to tell you, I'm riding with this chick. I get it. She's like, if you can't even envision giving me this kind of money, you can't even put that in your mind. Your mind can't even get into that. Like, you're just like, whoa,
I'm not
that's
investing
not
that
me.
kind of money with a bitch I'm not married to. I mean, or I don't intend to marry. Excuse me. Excuse my language. I don't intend to marry.
Right, but how are you gonna know that you're gonna? This is the question. This ties us into from what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but it wouldn't even
How
be the
will you
if-
know this is the right woman?
If I'm spending that kind of money, it's probably because I'm spending that money because I'm paying that much money in my half for rent over the month because we live together, because I'm intend to marry you in the future,
Okay.
because I can live with you.
Okay.
But that's not. Otherwise, I'm not. There's no. That's not. That's absurd. That is absolutely absurd. Is it your birthday every month? It's not even.
So 500 on the birthday makes sense.
Not even. Not even.
That was good. That was
But
good.
not even. But not
It's your
even. Not
birthday?
even. Not even.
Mm.
That's a lot. That's a lot actually. That's a little extravagant for a birthday. I wouldn't expect like some kind of a game console for my birthday from a woman. I wouldn't expect anything like that. I wouldn't want a game console at this juncture in my life. But I've never had a woman buy me an Xbox, and I wouldn't expect an Xbox. Something that would be $500 for that one day. And explain to me the context where a woman is spending $500 towards you, contributing $500 towards you in a month. Like
this is why my title says men and women, because I think that a woman should be doing the same thing for a man. I think that a woman should not even, and like honestly, like you're 5'11", right? You claim to have that BDE, right? And you're out there. You're in education.
All right.
I think that you shouldn't even be talking to women, like, because you like women 29, 27, up to 30, 35. No problem. You don't got no beef for none of that. I'm thinking that a lot of these women are making so much money that I would turn the tables and say, I'm a teacher. I'm the prize. Have you given to a man?
I wouldn't be able to operate like with them. I wouldn't be able to communicate with them on that level.
Because let me just say this. I remember the time when you first met that one woman, and you was like, yo, she took care of the whole tab. And she like threw you off. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, I got it. And she took care of the whole tab. And I was like, that's good. Keep it that way. Make her pay.
That's gross. I don't want that.
It's not. I know you said that. You was like, no. She called. You were gonna pay, but she ran to do it because she was trying to impress the prize. This is what I'm trying to tell you. She was trying to impress the prize. So upon initial meeting you, was like, yo, I got the check.
Prizes
Don't worry
are
about
inanimate. I am a human being with feelings. I don't
I
want
hear
to be.
all that.
I am not a princess.
You can fight the prize. You can fight that whole concept of the prize. My friend.
There's no fight
you
there.
Have
There's nothing to fight.
You went to university.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay. You went to university. You can
my
speak.
accolades.
You can speak to these chicks without going, I'm saying, and stuttering on your words. But
very low expectations.
What I'm saying,
quality man.
No. What I'm saying is that very few men could even have. Most men just don't say shit because they want to just let the woman just make up who they think they are in their mind. As long as they get to smash, they don't care. And then 3 weeks later, the woman left them. Broke up with them, because that's all they do, these modern women. Is dump men left and right, and they have 45 people in their body count by the time they're 30 years old. So now, or maybe 30 in their body count by the time they're 30 years old. My point is that, what is my point?
Maybe you'll find it along the way.
What I'm trying to say to you is that I'm riding with this woman because I think that a man should have $500 for a certain type of chick.
No, first of all,
a lot of these women are worth giving the $5.
I think what you're missing. All right, go ahead.
But I also want you to understand that there's a lot of women that are making tons of money. There needs to be a movement of men that are the prize, right?
Yeah.
And especially the fact that you don't look at yourself as the prize could be very attractive to someone. Because some guy who's a little too cocky, thinking he's all that because he's bald-headed and black and and he got a six-pack, they probably like turned off by that. But the fact that you're so modest about it could be a real good avenue. I would suggest, if I was your matchmaker guy, right? If I was like, yo,
get to the point.
I would suggest that you don't go to any spot that don't have women that are making minimum of $80,000 to $150,000 a year. So if you're at a spot where the average chick in there making 60, 50, that's you and her gonna go half on the rent. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna go half on the fucking rent, and she's gonna resent you, and she's gonna fuck around on you, and she ain't shit because you met her at a fucking bar, and you were the prize. You looking to have children and be a father and all that kind of shit. But there's a whole nother group of women out there that are out there in different spaces, in different places. You could just go to certain, like, in other words, this woman does exist, and she should be willing to give you that 500 in your pocket. I'm an educator. I need a better car. I need to pay for. I don't want to park. I don't want to drive around looking for parking. I need to. It's gonna cost, $450 to park it over here.
All right.
And she's supposed to be like, I got that, because she's making the money. What I'm saying is that I agree with her, but there's no way I'm riding with her without riding for men to be able to do the same thing that she's doing. Because I think that if I was when I first met my woman, I put something in her pocket every time I saw her. I saw her all the time. I was at the bar working, and I would come over to her and say, "Yo, you all right?" She's like, "Nah, I'm good." I'm like, "Come here," and I put something in her pocket, something
But
light.
you're missing the problem with this woman. The ultimate problem is she expects it. That changes a
No.
whole
She wants you to. If you ain't in the mindset of that, don't even call her.
No, but if she expects it, that's a whole. Then she's gonna give off that I expected energy, and that's gonna be completely off-putting to a
Life
man.
we should have expectations
No. But
of
a woman,
others in our lives.
first of all, a woman can't have that. She's been treated poorly for too long. Look how she speaks. Who's gonna treat her well? But she's been treated poorly
I
for too long.
disagree.
She's
I thought
retired,
she was kind of down to earth.
Okay, I didn't see any of that. Down to earth.
She
Expects $500 of your money every month. She down to earth. That's
Some
how to
people,
get.
what I'm saying, $500. What is that a day?
What?
$60 a
Oh,
day.
you're saying that again? A down to earth woman doesn't expect anything, any kind of cash out of you.
And I'm all for not giving a chick cash. I'm not. We're giving women money.
What are you talking about?
But it's good to have. She wants you to have the mindset. If you can't do this,
Listen,
then this ain't gonna
if
work.
that's the mother of my kids, I'll be happy to give her money anytime, all the time, because that's the mother of my children. Because she's important. She holds some kind of ultimate value. In fact, there's something reverent about the mother of your children. However, some woman that you're dating has no right to have the audacity to think, I'm going to put money in her pocket. This is an investment that can go awry. This isn't crazy. I don't want that. Who knows where that's going to go?
Think about this. You're batting at what? It's 30 days, right? Every 30 days, right? So just imagine.
That's how I bet.
How would it?
Well, lately it's been
how-
every 30 days.
Yeah, lately it's 30 days. Come on, it's not an attack.
Man,
All I'm saying is,
I'm joking.
yeah. All I'm saying,
Sound like a
you're
little-
attacking your friends. Okay, Ulrich and I are friends before we're co-hosts
shoot,
here.
man.
All right, but as you can see, his whole body language is changing and all that. But let me just say this. That's because we like you. We're human. But let me say this. You hand her, first you're going to get to know her. You're going to have a 30-day period getting to know this woman who wants to have that $500 kind of thing. She's looking to see if this is a relationship. So at least after 2 weeks, you have the D control, right? You have that D control, and you spend a week or two with her. Now you're starting to say, maybe this is somebody I could have as my girlfriend. That's when you let her know. Remember what you said on the show. You're looking for somebody that can always help you out for a few things here and there.
Who
After
said
that
this?
30-day period, you're telling her, I know you from the show. The hypothetical is that you meet her after hearing her on television. The show.
Okay. All right.
So now you know that you've been around her at least 2 weeks. You know you ain't got to show up at the first date to hand her some money. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you're going to get to know her. She just wants to know that you'll have that ability to understand that there's some things that a woman needs. So now, by the second to third week, you just out of nowhere, you break her off with something. You put something in her pocket. Maybe $275. Maybe $200 bills. You know what I mean? Maybe $4 $50 bills and a 20. Something light. Boom. Y'all still haven't. Now you're going to see where this is going. Now you know there's definitely going to be sex involved. Right? Now you get to sample to see whether or not if there's any walls around holding you back, or is it, just like not even worth going. So now that second month is coming, you're working on the relationship with the mindset of marriage. Putting something else in the pocket might not hurt. And if it don't work out, it's probably it's gonna not work out much quicker. because two people have a goal here: relationship, children, and relationship, marriage, and children. You're 32 years old. You haven't been in a relationship in 12 years. You went through a little whole phase. You're a hustler. You try to get money.
Wait. This is still hypothetical.
Yeah, we don't know that she went through a whole phase. I
Okay,
could just see it in her face that she went through a whole phase, and she ain't with it. She ain't with that shit no more.
I don't want to date any woman who hasn't been in a relationship in 12 years. What kind of 12 years? That's a lot.
Yeah, I know, but
That's a long time to
what
be
you have to
single,
understand is that a lot of these women have been tricked and duped to believe a man's supposed to be a certain way, and they go through so many men and have these, what you just might be experiencing, this 30-day periods of just the rotation. Where me, when I was coming up, it was every 90 days I had somebody new, and I did that for 10 years without a problem. So all I'm saying is that I'm riding with her, man. If you ain't got the mindset to put some in a woman's pocket, then this ain't gonna work. Cause it's like
I don't need it to work with her.
No, of course. I'm not trying to push you on her in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is just that this mindset is what women need to be more honest about. And it's kind of good to know what a woman knows their worth.
Yeah. All right. From that context, I agree with her being that honest. But no, she's never going to speak that. She's only going to be that honest with the internet. She's never going to be. She doesn't have the gall to be that honest face to face. She's probably happy that the guy's even there. I don't think she's ever gonna speak as candidly or have the confidence to speak that brazenly to a guy and say these are my needs, because she's afraid she's gonna see his back. Come on, she would never talk. So a lot of these women.
So we were bigger YouTubers. This is the part where she walks in the back seat, right? What you talking about, me, boss? We ain't there yet. I'll show some more of you already.
Okay.
So, all right.
Such a star.
There you are, man. The prize. That's a fact. I'm 350 pounds and I'm the prize. That's a fact. You kidding me?
Man.
But I got all the young girls liking me. I ain't with it. And they all got on, what's it called? They all got Jordans on. No thank you. Excuse me, mister. I didn't mean to bump you where there's no one around.
I think I was getting with a teenager if I seen him. To be honest.
Well, you saw me with a girl with Jordans?
If I saw a girl came up to talk to me and saw she had Jordans, I'd assume, oh shoot, she's younger than I thought she was.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with girls with Jordans. I don't want the girls with Jordans to be upset with me. Girls with Jordans are cool. They just, I just don't get it. They're not for me. You know,
be a ball player or something.
No,
maybe if they play basketball, maybe if they're Michael Jordan fans, then I'll understand.
Right.
Otherwise, I don't understand.
Right. All right. So, this next clip we're gonna show you.
Orlando.
Was it the last one I just sent you, or?
Before that,
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Please listen.
You're making us pay.
Oh, this is funny. This is just something I sent to Ori. We'll play this last. Go to a different one. You'll see it. Don't worry. You'll see it.
It says this about foreign.
Yeah,
You niggas get so comfortable, you starting farting around your woman. You bugging. Now she looking at you like a regular nigga. I don't do none of that type of shit around my bitch. I'm not taking no shits around my woman. I'm not farting around my woman. I'm not digging in my nose around my woman. You know why I'm not doing all of that shit? Because I'm not getting too comfortable. She gotta see me as excellence at all times. She gotta look up to me at all times. Now, if you doing all the average shit that these niggas always doing around they chick, then you just look like the average nigga that's walking around the house scratching his ass. Y'all getting too comfortable. A woman can never say she seen me digging my nose in front of her. A woman can never say she smelled my fart. Never in life, never in history. It ain't happening. I'm not getting that comfortable. And she can't do that shit around me either. You expect me to hit that after I just saw you take a shit? That ain't happening. It just call me bougie, call me whatever you want to call me. It just ain't happening. You feel me? Don't get that comfortable. That's just me. Some of you niggas get too comfortable.
Yeah, but all right. All right. I agree on some things and I disagree on a lot. He said. First of all, a man is supposed to be the comfortable one in the relationship, man. The man isn't supposed to be the one getting running to check himself, making sure he looks alright with his girls coming in and stuff like that. That's a little
That's
feminine.
a great comment.
That's a little feminine.
That's a great
to
take.
me.
I like that take. Man.
But that being said, now I agree with him about the farting stuff. I don't be farting. It's not some things you can't control, but I don't be openly farting. If I can not fart, I definitely wouldn't fart. Sometimes you're making love, and then somehow you fart by accident. You can't control yourself because you're thrusting at the same time. All right, but if
what what just happened? What? You were trying to see if I was paying attention? What the hell just happened? Wait a minute.
I just realized how that's.
You were thrusting, and who did the farting? You?
No, I didn't. No, I fought dramatically, like a nasty fart. Like,
So you're in the middle of thrusting, and you've had fart experiences. Enough to mention it.
no, not enough. Not like happens all the. No, not enough.
So you're like, and out of nowhere,
no, not like that. No, that's.
and
Disgusting.
you're like, girl, don't worry about none of that. Girl, don't worry about none of that.
No, like. Fuck,
That's
no.
that's life.
No, that's.
You should see what I'm doing when you ain't in the room, girl. Yeah.
First of all, what the fuck?
Wow.
That's first. I don't know. I don't. Not like fucking. Not a disgusting nasty. I'm talking like a little popcorn shit. Like pop.
Like when you get a massage?
No, like a pop. Not like a fucking.
Okay.
Like a pop or something like that.
You know, I'm 50 years old. I've
quiet.
never experienced that, man. You know,
I'm not saying that happens on regular. I'm saying
I done seen where the kitty cat is.
I'm talking
has
about
farted.
somebody. I'm
I've
talking
been
about
there.
somebody who deliberately farts like they're just comfortable. They sitting down. They don't want to get up. They don't want to move. They don't want to do nothing. But they
Right.
know they have to fart, and they know someone's sitting right next to them and just decide to fart. That's
Right.
that's see. I
Like
don't
that's
like
what
that.
my kids do to each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
nasty.
my kids do that.
Yeah, that's. I don't know why I picked that scenario, but I picked that scenario in which you would be with, and that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to try to fix
or
it.
if you're dead asleep,
Leave it
or you're
alone.
dead asleep or something like that, or something.
Oh yeah, if you're dead asleep, you're not gonna know.
But that's my point.
Right.
But say in terms of that, but yeah, I agree with the deliberate farting is unacceptable. That's not cool. If a girl was sitting next to me and I know she just like farted, she was sitting, I would actually be upset with her. I wouldn't even think it. I would actually be upset. I wouldn't like be.
Right.
I wouldn't like. If it's not that, I would be like, get the hell away from, you disgusting animal. But I would definitely, I'd feel, I would be disgusted. I'd definitely be disgusted.
Well, let me tell you, I listened to this guy on Instagram, and I thought about using him for the show,
Okay.
and then I saw him today on World Star, so, which also proves that we're all thinking and doing usually the same things. We're all watching the same shit.
Yeah.
We're all thinking the same way. My father says, and this is Victor, my dad Victor, he says, you're just he says you're just I feel bad that I don't remember his quote, but it's like a mantra he has about that all thoughts are just, we all carrying the same thoughts, and it just takes one person to like move forward on that thought. Like the guy who was at the beach and he was playing with the beach ball, and then he said, wait a minute, it'll be cool if we had the globe around the beach ball. And he just never thought about it again. Little did he know, someone thought about it and actually created the beach ball and turned it to the globe, with all the made millions of dollars doing that.
Oh, okay.
But everyone has that thought. So my dad has this really cool mantra about thoughts and how you're just this carrier for the thought.
Don't lose thoughts, because you can always monetize them in the future.
Okay, that was good off the cuff right there. And so we're talking about this guy, and I really, I was like, I wanted to talk about it because, sometimes you start to question yourself, the man that you are every couple of years. You maybe start to wonder if you still got it. And this guy came around, and it started to like give me these thoughts, like, wow, it's like, does a woman start to lose respect for you when you're just that guy who's just letting it all hang out with the farting and not caring, and if she's in the place farting, not caring, it's that you've like I think there's some truth to this, where you shouldn't be just like you like in other words, I don't think a man should be running to the mirror to make sure he looks good for the woman or for anyone, but there is something to making yourself have boundaries in a relationship, and maybe farting so much around your loved one is not the boundary. It should be more of a boundary, and I think he gave a little light to that. It should be more of a boundary with the flatulence. Like me, I've been known to just let everybody laughs. My kids would be like, "Oh, Daddy, you crazy. Wow, that was big, Daddy." You know, we make fun of that kind of stuff. But there is a part of me that thinks, like, if maybe someone told this to me years ago, I would have taken it. Maybe I just need to understand that there's okay to have certain, they're not superficial. They're real. They're real things. Like, conversations with men need to happen more about these little tiny boundaries like this.
So wait, are you saying that it's too late now? Like,
it's too late now. It's too late now.
You opened up the flatulent Pandora's box.
Yes, I opened up the flatulence Pandora box. You know, but I think someone, it would have been cool to have that conversation though with my dad, or with somebody, to say, like, maybe you step into the bathroom, you excuse yourself.
No, don't even do that. That's kind of gross in itself, because I know you're going away to fart. Don't even do that. Use more discretion than that. That's like, even nasty.
Don't
to
excuse
me.
yourself. Just go to the bathroom.
That's kind of nasty. Don't just disappear. Just make it up an excuse. Get out of there.
Well, I will admit to
do
this.
Something productive.
I did not hear my woman fart for 10 years. She would never fart around me. And now it only happens like maybe when she's sleeping. I don't think.
Sleeping is that you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. But she's still. So I think there's a part of me listening to this kind of like not mess with my head, but have me second guessing myself a little bit. Like, wow, like maybe you shouldn't be like, I should take that walk. And he even said picking his nose or blowing his nose. I know for me, I like to blow my nose in privacy too. I'm not into blowing my nose just like making a show out of it.
That being said, it's funny what I draw the line with, because I definitely draw the line with things like flatulence and things like fart and stuff that's just, just nasty, that's not cool in relationship. But I think I've been brutish in ways around my, woman, somewhat brutish. I'm refined within flatulence, but like how I eat like a munch, I can eat with my hand, just taking like a munch.
Yeah, I guess that eat like a crazy person, like a caveman. You're like a caveman. You're like a caveman. Yeah, but I think things like that. I had a huge falling out with my accountant. Over something. I took him out to dinner, and he got the chicken parmesan. He cuts up the chicken parmesan with the spaghetti, and he cuts it up. Then he mixes the whole thing into one big brown slop. And I was like, yo, no woman is gonna date you if this is what you're doing, man. I'm your friend. I don't want to sit across from you, and this is how you play. Look, and now he's like, you always judging me.
It's sort of like going to dinner with people, man. You always gotta watch what I'm doing. That's why I like eating with other people, watching me eat and everything.
You know what? You should have ate more with people. That's the problem. You should have eaten more with people.
That's funny.
That's the problem. That's why I'm glad 4 nights a week I eat with my children. Last night we sitting down together. We're all eating together because it's these little things. Yes.
My kids can learn that from their mother. Hope I'll get a woman who would table.
No. So
manners.
Let me ask you this: you the guy who stirs up all the food into one big slop?
I don't do all that. Whatever. But I know for a fact that I look awkward at dinner. I know for a fact, it's not crazy awkward,
I'm gonna start having you over my house
not
for
absurd.
dinner, man. We gotta get you out of that.
No, not absurdly, but definitely if it's really really nice, it's definitely I'm just not comfortable. And then I eat really, really fast. You know, like everybody's enjoying the food. I'm just trying to get like just get, you know.
Yes,
just
this-
eat it. Eat
Further
it.
proof.
I'm trying to eat it.
Further proof. You needed to eat with more with people, man.
I ate with my family members where we would eat in front of the television. And
No,
stuff like
that's
that.
not what I'm talking about. There are no phones, no television, no laptops allowed when we eat dinner. And my
I mean, I
kid, you should
understand
saw
that
my
from a
son
family.
last night.
That's a family
My
thing.
son last night, he was like this. He closed the laptop. I didn't even have to say anything, but you could tell he did it mad slow. Like he wants to like look to see. And he pushed the lag because he was playing some online game. And I know
That's
that.
at the table. So.
Yeah, so he knows to put that thing away. No, and then they always laugh at me because I always say, no electronics, no electronics. Like, Daddy said electronics, Daddy said. So electronics is so funny to them. I guess, you know, that's like a, you know, I'm supposed to say,
That
put
like
the,
a meme or
put
something?
the phone, yeah, no electronics. So whatever the case is in their mind.
Oh, they think that's like
it's
old,
hilarious.
that's
Yes,
old and
whatever.
outdated.
Yeah.
It's descriptive. you
Daddy said
children.
electronic.
It's-
So they think that's hilarious. And that's when I tell them, so you're laughing at your father now before dinner? And they're like, no, we're not. But anyway, little things like that definitely need to be spoken. Like etiquette class for men and etiquette class for women. Everyone keeps talking about what do these women bring to the table. If you're sitting across from a woman at a dinner table and 8 seconds have gone by and all your food is off the plate, then that's like you're supposed to cut the
It is
steak
so ridiculous.
as you go.
Listen,
You
let's just
cut
get
the
a drink.
steak
A drink I can
as
do.
you go.
Drink I can manage. Drink
You
I
don't
can
cut
sit
the
in
whole
front of
steak
that.
up and then eat it and then throw some stuff on top of it and salt and
Why would you want to have be conversational when you're consuming? That doesn't make any. Dinners don't make any sense. They're incongruent.
man,
Getting
see,
drinks is easy.
and no
Getting drinks
disrespect,
is
man.
talking.
You know disrespect, man. But come on, what your mother was doing here. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on, let's keep it
And
real. Single mothers, this is what they bring into the world.
And-
Kids
Yeah,
that
yeah,
have to eat fast because they gotta go to work. Parents gotta work. You know, there's so much going on. Single mamas.
Listen, I mean, that's possible that played somewhat of a factor, but you know, my mother, the principles that she echoes would be to be more refined and to be, you know.
Of course, it's not what you echo, it's what you show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's definitely true.
See, I'm allowed to talk about him single mama. He ain't mad.
She wasn't insulting. You were disrespectful.
We love your single mother. She met
The great Carl Withers.
the great Carl
The great
Withers
Carl Withers. Apollo Creed.
and somehow convinced you that she's a virgin.
Hey, watch.
You know, all kids
You
think
don't
their
talk
mothers
about
are
my mother's
virgins.
virginity. That's my line.
All right. We're gonna do the last video. It'll make you laugh.
Silly Panini. It's
You're making us pay for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free. You're making us pay for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free.
One more time.
God.
You're
That
making
was
us pay
concentrated.
for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free.
Hey, that's enough. Oh my God! I laughed so hard today. I laughed so hard. You son of a! You making us pay for water, grapes,
Glad you're still getting interviewed.
apples, and you know, I laugh so hard. One of the reasons is because I always talk about this reality that we're in and how capitalism has no moral base. And then I also talk about parks and trees, and I always make the correlation to how when somebody's like, they're moving us out, they're kicking us out. I'm like, look what happened to Central Park. Do you walk in Central Park and think about all the people that was displaced, all the farmers that was displaced, all of the dead bodies that were buried and they dug them up and shipped their asses somewhere else
No,
and
just
said, take
lovely.
this $200 check, lady. You go to Central Park and you don't recognize all the pain that it caused to make Central Park Central Park. But one of the only things that Central Park is missing is apple trees. Where is the section of apple trees for this park? Because they tore down massive amounts of apple farming that was going on there. You would think, and I always say, and I even told Ulrich once before, why every park should have the neighborhood apple tree, because it's literally a gift that was given. This reality that we're in. They even convinced people that when Adam and Eve were in the garden, there was this symbolic tree that they ate the fruit from, and that fruit was this apple. It never was an apple, but the apple is what they've been putting in mind. And this apple tree should not be sold. Of course, there are certain apples that these colleges are making, and the Honeycrisp, the Gala, all these amazing apples that are being infused by using the one main apple is that yellow apple, the Golden Delicious. Not Golden Delicious, the golden apple, because there's Red Delicious, then there's the golden apple. That golden apple is what makes your Honeycrisp, and makes your Gala, and it makes your Ruby Rose apples. All these cool, amazing apples. You can go buy those, no problem. But there are apples, for the most part, that symbolizes this reality, this earth that we're in. And we've totally been raped of this idea of what we're at, when we're at, and who are we, and all these kind of things. And the apple, this guy's screaming, apples! You're making us pay for apples? Like, apple trees were very, very common in the 1900s. People had them in their backyards. And why I just always feel like there should be some sort of campaign for every park in New York City, and other places should have their neighborhood apple tree, where the students in the local schools can come and they can learn about the tree and how long it's been there, and the growing of the apples and what that represents, the fiber of the apple, how it's such a great, it can handle the weather like this. It's amazing in certain months, and then other months is just dormant, and then it just flourishes and it starts off and ends up, and all these different things could be learned from it. So
who's gonna pay for that?
Apple trees pay for themselves. What are you talking about? You think we need to care for the apple tree? They're gonna grow and they're gonna drop right on the ground. And you better come pick them up between October and December. They're gonna be amazing. So all I'm saying is that I would love to see the apple trees of these parks. You only need a small spot for them, It don't have to be anything so... It doesn't have to be an orchard, in other words. But I want to end the show with that. You are appreciated. Ulrich, would you like to look at anything here? See, it looks like
they're showing a lot of love.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy love. Blown up in the chat. That's jeez, please. All right. Happy Wednesday. What's up, Tosh? Always showing love. Tom X Love. I feel like I pronounce your name differently every time I read it.
Right.
Much love. All right. Wait, is this in clear writing or something? Did you change the font?
Yeah, the font looks totally different.
Yeah, holy guacamole. Pose and get... I'm going to take this off. Can I take this off?
Right.
All right. Now you've seen me in motion. All right.
Don't worry about me. You just kidding.
Okay. He's a good guy.
Watch your thumb is right on the camera.
All right. This is tough. Pose and get shows. Salute. Who's Kilama? Hi, Kilama42. Is this a new person?
I don't know.
All right, nice to meet you. DK Co 8D. Nice inertia. Whoa. Inertia is what we're learning in physics right now. Who is this person? Who is this person?
You're teaching your students inertia?
Yeah.
Yeah, inertia is when you slam on the car brakes, everything keeps going forward.
The law of inertia, everything, things at rest want to stay at rest. All right, things in motion always want to keep going in motion.
Right.
All right, that's the first law of physics. All right.
And you're an English teacher teaching physics.
No, don't tell them what I'm teaching. All right. Justin Lucian. What's happening, Justin Lucian? F a job. My son looked just like him. I love Red Fox. I like what he said about Kevin Samuels. I
Right,
agree.
that was he did say some good something good. He said that they took him out.
Huh?
He said that they took Kevin Samuels out. The system took him
Yeah, I
out.
mean, I agree with that. Yo, how y'all feeling? What's up, Boom?
Boom.
Can't say anything. Let's go Niners. Nah, I don't. I wanted the Bills to win actually, but yeah, it's neither here or there. But I am voting for them over the Lions, so let's see what happens. Oh, so the Super Bowl, the last 4 teams, it's the 49ers, the Lions, the Chiefs, and the Ravens. All right.
Thank you.
I don't know if that, I don't know why that was necessary. All right, Justin Lucian's all up in the chat. Much love. T. Riddler, what's happening, Captain? These silly chicks make me sick. Whole phases, paying for things with my money, sense of entitlement. I can't. I heard all the sass in that message.
Right. Whoa, what do you mean sass?
No, that was insulting. No, the attitude, the passion. All right. Passion's the right word. I'm sorry. Oh, T. Riddler, and Tasha, much love. Ulrich wants a cuddle buddy. Forget you, T. Riddler.
30 days, though. Only 30 days.
Money shouldn't be a part of relationships. I agree with you, Justin Elishon. Paying for a virgin bride would make sense. No, it wouldn't, T. Riddler. What are you talking about?
It would.
No, it wouldn't make sense. Why am I going to pay for this woman? Just paying for anything is not. Ulrich like the Albanian. How does he know? Wait, T. Riddler. Ulrich like the Albanian with River last.
Yeah. 3 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
That was the summer season.
Oh well, I guess we were still on Premium Black News. Maybe he actually remembers.
Yeah.
Vince Granados. If the chef was on the market, he would deserve a lot. All right. You like the number game? I need to know. You like the number game? How much do you make, sir? MF, I'm not telling you.
He's a teacher in a charter school. He makes more than a public school teacher. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Ulrich wants a long-term cuddle buddies. He needs to go to the Bronx. Yeah, I'm good. No offense. I need a white Sayap looking thrash and ready. What's that mean?
A white Sayap.
What's a Sayap?
A Sayap is somebody who's planted by the government to infiltrate you.
Sayap. Oh, gotcha. Chef, be so serious, says Tasha. I don't know what T-Will said facts about, but thank you. New York is a bit different. They're exposed a lot. All right. Jordans are uncomfortable and overrated. Right. You know what? I agree.
Jordans are trash.
What's up, Richard Manuel? Ricardo Emmanuel, excuse me. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Wasn't his name something else before?
No, I don't think so.
Alright.
We got everybody.
Slight's messing up my eyes. Alright, guys. Much love, man.
You are appreciated.
Oh, gosh. I'm squinting.
Big Elvis the Chef. I am here. I am out. Yeah, all these lights on over here. Let me take one out.
Alright.
Oh, no. There we go.
Alright, there we go.
Better?
Alright.
You are appreciated.
Peace.
Love you. That's a fact. Boom.